Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a review of this makeup that I ordered off shophush.com. I was going to do like a makeup tutorial, first impressions, but I thought I would go ahead and put my makeup on. I am going to do a separate tutorial on another day of these products that I got. A lot of you on YouTube have probably heard about shophush.com. It's a really cool site with a lot of different brands of makeup. Some of them are dupes, some of them are just regular makeup products. They have a range from NYX products to the Balm products. They have a lot of different brands, and then some are actually indie brands of makeup. A lot of the stuff on the site's really super affordable, and I was very skeptical before I ordered off of the site because a lot of it's really cheap. I ordered actually 3 different palettes. I ordered a highlighting palette and then 3 eyeshadow palettes. My eye look today is actually using a lot of the colors that I got. I said I ordered 2 different eyeshadow palettes, and here's the first one that I ordered. I'm butchering these names to this, but I think it's called Okaland, and it's a palette. It has 15 different shades in it, and the majority of these shades are all shimmer, although 2 are matte. So 13 shimmer shades in this palette and 2 mattes. The packaging is super cute on these. It says neutral eyeshadow palette, but these are definitely not neutral shades at all. I'm just gonna go down and tell you the names and the shades of the palette. The first shade is just a matte white shade, and the second shade is like this champagne shimmer shade, which I really like. Third shade is like a bronzy shimmer shade, and it's called Bubbly. And the fourth shade is like this in between, like a bronzy brown shade, shimmer shade, and it's called Quartz. And the 5th shade in this row is like a darker brown shimmer shade, and it's called Latte. And the second row, first shade is like this really pretty light green shimmer shade. It's really pretty, and it's called Jaded. The second shade to this row is like a medium tone, a green shimmer shade, and it's called Spruce. And the third shade of this row is a really pretty blue shimmer shade, and it's called Castaway. And then the fourth shade is like this in between, like an emerald green color, and it's a shimmer shade also, and it's called Peacock. And the 5th shade of this line is called Starry Sky, and it's a really pretty teal shimmer shade. And the last row is a really pretty, like a dark slate blue shimmer shade, and it's called Indigo. I really like this shade. The second shade of this row is like a maroon shimmer shade, and it's called Figgy. It's really pretty. And the third shade of this row, between like a maroon and purple shimmer shade. And the 4th shade is what I have on my eyelids today. I used that on my lid, and I took a little bit of this, like a champagne shade, and I put that in the middle of that. And the last shade is just like a matte black shade. I really like this palette. A lot of the shades are extremely pigmented. I have used 1, 2, and 3. So I've used 3 shades out of this palette. Like with most shimmer shades, I do put the product on my brush and then spray it with some setting spray, just because I really like it to stay on my brush and to really stay on my eyelid that way. It doesn't mean that there's a lot of fallout. There is some fallout with these, but for $10 for this palette is extremely worth it to me. I have used more expensive brands of eyeshadow palettes, and they are not as pigmented as this, so it's definitely worth $10. I'm going to do a separate tutorial using these eyeshadows. And the second product that I ordered is a little bit of a letdown. I was really hoping that when I seen glitter eyeshadow, I immediately clicked on it. These actually came with 2 as a bundle. These were $12. You can see they are super pretty, and immediately I thought, oh my gosh, glitter eyeshadow. I love anything that has to do with glitter. Without reading on the information and the description in it, it's cream eyeshadow. So cream eyeshadow, it's not that good. Really, when I got these, I opened them up to see. You can't really tell. They look gorgeous in the palette. When then you go in on them, they are a little bit pigmented, but they're like so thick and so hard to blend out. I just was not a fan of these. If I can find some way to maybe put them on my eyelid and then put a powder over this to set it, Swatching them, I am not impressed with these, and it's unfortunately that you are ordering these offline and you can't really swatch them in person before you order them. But I'm going to try to find a way to use these though and get my money's worth out of them. I'm going to go ahead and swatch these shades out of this eyeshadow palette. I'm not going to swatch the matte shades just because matte shades, a white and black, you pretty much know what that's going to look like. So far, the matte black shade is very, very pigmented. I used this green shade on my lid and this black shade in my crease, and it worked really, really good. It's very, very pigmented. So I'm not going to swatch the white shade because you pretty much know what that's going to look like. I'm going to go ahead and swatch the second shade. And it's like a champagne shimmer shade. Pretty. It's not really, there we go. It's showing up a little bit better. It's very, very pigmented. I'm going to go in with the third shade of this palette, and it is like a really pretty bronze shimmer shade. And I barely have to use any of this product. I don't know if you can see, but here's the second shade of that palette. It's a really pretty bronze shimmer shade. Go ahead and take the fourth shade, and it's like a darker bronzy shimmer shade. Very, very pretty. It's very pigmented as well, and I'm barely going into this palette to use any product. I'm going to go into the fifth shade of the top row here, and it's that even darker bronzy color. I'm very, very impressed with this. It's like a really dark bronze shimmer. I'm going to go in with the second row of this palette, neon green shimmer shade, and I'm really excited to use this shade. Super pretty. I'm going to go in with the second shade of the second row here, and it's that more of like a medium tone green shimmer shade. It's just like a few shades darker than that lighter green shade, just a little bit darker. I'm going to go in with the third shade of the second row here, and it's a gorgeous blue shimmer shade. I'm going to go ahead and swatch that. It's a gorgeous blue shimmer shade. I love that shade. I'm going to go in with the fourth shade, and it's like this really pretty dark teal. It's really pigmented, just like the other one. I'm going to go ahead and wipe the ones I've already swatched off. Okay, I'm going to take the last shade of the second row here, and it's like that really dark emerald green, I would call it. Between like a matte and a shimmer shade, which I kind of like. It is a little bit chalky. It's really, really pretty. A little bit of chalkiness to it, but that doesn't really bother me because the pigment's so good. In between like a dark slate blue. Really, really pretty. Actually, on the skin, it looks like a medium tone purple shimmer. I really, really like this. I go in with the second shade, like a light maroon shimmer shade. I love that shade. I went with the third shade of the last row, and it's like that dark purple shimmer shade. Like, so pigmented this shade is. There's no fallout with this shade at all. It's not chalky. It's a gorgeous dark purple shimmery shade. I really, really love this shade. You can use these shades for so many different looks. Fourth shade of the last row, and I used it on my eyelid today. It's like in between like a green. Very pretty. I love these shades. These are all, as you can see, these are all extremely pigmented, just like the rest. Like I said, the last shade is a black matte shade. I'm not really gonna swatch that or anything, but I'm just gonna put it on my finger here so I can show you. It's extremely pigmented. This is what I used in my crease today along with that green shade. Definitely worth 10 bucks. Last product that I ordered from them is one of my favorites. The packaging is absolutely gorgeous on this palette. By the brand Face Candy. Like I said, there's 6 shades in this palette. I like that it comes with a mirror. So the first shade of this is like a little bit of like a light tone. It's very, very pretty. The second shade of this palette is a peachy highlight, and the third shade of the top row is like a silvery white highlight. It's very, very pretty. Fourth shade is like a really pretty light blue shade, which you could use as an eyeshadow. Second shade of the last row is a light orange highlight, and then the last shade is like a purple highlight, which is really, really pretty. These are all very bright colors. Today I have on this shade. I really, really liked this hiding shade. I have it on today. The only thing that I noticed with these are very pigmented, but they're just very chalky. Mostly do with any of my highlights, even the ones that aren't very chalky at all. I will spray my brush after I get the product on, and then it goes on a lot better. I just do that anyway, so the fact that I have to do that with these don't really bother me. I go ahead and swatch these shades. The fact that they have a little bit of chalkiness to them does not bother me. Now, it might bother some people, but for $10, that does not bother me. So my phone's not really showing up all the shades. You can see these are all extremely pigmented highlights. I'm so impressed with these. The only downfall that I have personally had with these are they're a little bit chalky. It's definitely worth 10 bucks. And they're very versatile, so you can use them as an eyeshadow. You can use them for put over your lipstick. You use for so many different things. These 2 products I ordered from shophush.com are extremely worth it. These were both $10 a piece. $20 definitely well spent. The eyeshadows are so pigmented. I am so impressed with these eyeshadows. These are definitely a hit. especially these. The glitter cream shadows were kind of a hit or miss because I haven't tried them out on myself yet, but I might like them, I might not. I'll let you guys know. Like I said, I ordered all of that from shophush.com. My final thoughts are it's definitely a hit with me. They were so worth your money. There's a lot of dupes on that website. Looks for a new highlighting palette that has a lot of versatile colors. I definitely recommend this one. If you guys want to know what I have on my lips today, I am wearing one of my Kat Von D dupes. It doesn't have a shade name, but it just has a number. This is a really amazing dupe. I did a dupe video for Kat Von D lipsticks in my previous video. Check that out. In the middle of this, I put my NYX Baby Doll lipstick. Thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you in my next one.